Half a day Wildcat. So I am here today to review with you nouns, verbs, and adjectives. Remember that every time you hear a sentence, every time you read a sentence, or every time you write a sentence, all of those words can be categorized into a part of speech. So nouns, verbs, and adjectives we've already gone over, and those are the three most popular parts of speech. So I hope at the end of this little review, you should be able to help identify what word is what part of speech. Okay. So number one, my beautiful friends found two sick puppies. Remember, a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. So what words here indicate a person, place, thing, or idea? Friends is a person, right? They're people, so that's a noun. Puppies are things, so that's a noun. And remember, every sentence always has a verb, and a verb is an action word or it tells what something is. So a verb, you're either doing something, right? You're running, that's me running. You're dancing. Or maybe you could even do something mentally, like you're thinking about something. Maybe you're daydreaming about something. Whatever. Mental verb is also done with your mind. And you have another kind of verb, which is a being verb. A being verb, the five most basic being verbs are is, are, was, were, and am. Every time you come across those five words, those are being verbs because it tells what something is. So let's continue. For number one, verb here is found. They're doing something. So the V is for the verb, if you don't know, N is for the noun. And then for number one, adjectives come before the noun and tell about the noun. In other words, adjectives help describe or modify the nouns, okay? They always have something to deal with the noun. So over here, adjectives also tell whose it is, which it is, how many there are, and what kind. So those are four qualifications of an adjective. It tells whose, it tells which, it tells how many, and it tells what kind. And that's not the order I want you guys to remember, but those are the four things. So mine tells whose friends, so that's an adjective. Beautiful tells what kind of friends. Beautiful friends. Must be very good looking. Over here, two describes how many puppies. It tells how many, two. So that's an adjective. And then sick tells what kind of puppies. Sick puppies. Okay. Okay, for number two, the long assignment took 2 hours to finish. Now, in this sentence, we have two nouns here. We have an assignment because those are things. Maybe it's a worksheet. We have hours, more of a concept of time, more of like an idea, because you can't really see it, you can't really touch it. So that's an abstract noun. And the verb here is took because that's what it is. That's what it's doing, I guess. And then we have adjectives. So what are the words that come before the noun and tell about assignment? The tells which assignment. By the way, whenever we have the words a, an, and the, like a dog or an elephant or the dog, those a, an, and does are always going to be adjectives. They're also called articles, but they are also adjectives. So just for the sake of making it easy, a and the are adjectives, okay? So the tells which assignment, long tells what kind of assignment. Over here, two tells how many hours. So whenever you have a word that tells how many of a noun, that is also an adjective. Number three, your new hairstyle has surprised many judgmental people. Speaking of judgmental people, look at this, Mr. Gomez, Bitmoji here. Very judgy. Just kidding. So for number three, hairstyle is a noun. Okay, my hairdo. Glad I got a haircut last week. And people, obviously, are nouns because they're people. What is the verb here? Well, it's not just one word, it's actually two words, and we call this a verb phrase. Remember, a verb phrase has a helping verb and it has a main verb. Main verb is like usually an action verb. So has helps support when the verb was expressed, helps express when it was done. So this one here, this is the verb phrase. And then now we're looking for adjectives. What are the adjectives for hairstyle? Your tells which, or sorry, whose hairstyle, and you tells what kind of hairstyle. So this is an adjective here. Many tells how many people there are, adjective. Judgmental tells what kind of people, another adjective. Number 4, the strawberry flavored lollipops tasted delicious. Now this is a little tricky. Okay, it's a little bit trickier, but we'll get through this. So the noun, there's only one noun. The one noun is lollipops. And then we have the verb. The verb here is actually a linking verb. It's a linking verb because it looks like an action verb, like tasted, like you're gonna put something in your mouth, like yum. But it's not saying that the lollipops are tasting something. It doesn't have a mouth, doesn't have taste buds to actually taste something. Instead, it's saying the strawberry flavored lollipops are delicious. So whenever you have a verb that looks like an action word, but actually means is, are, was, were, or am, those are actually linking verbs. So that's a verb though. And then we have adjectives. What are the words that help describe lollipops? Well, the word this, helps us tell which lollipops. Over here, this lollipop, so it should be these, huh? I'm gonna delete it right now. Yes, these strawberry flavored are being used together because they're hyphenated. So that's actually one word. Whenever two words are become one with a hyphen, that becomes one word. This here is an adjective because it helps describe what kind of lollipops. And then we also have delicious. Delicious here is describing lollipops. So that is an adjective as well. Remember, whenever you have a being verb in a sentence, sometimes there's a word that comes after it that's helping to link that word with the noun before it. Okay? So for number 5, their blueberry pie is a great dessert. So in this sentence, we have pie as a noun, some kind of awesome dessert, not as good as cake or cookies though. And we have dessert as another noun. In this sentence, we have a being verb. What did I say the 5 most basic being verbs are? Is, are, what? Was, were, and am. So in this sentence, we have the word is. So that's a verb. That's a being verb. And now all you have to do is look for the adjectives. And the adjectives, like I said, adjectives come before the noun and tell about the noun most of the time, unless there's a being verb, and a lot of times after the being verb could be an adjective that's linking back to the noun. So there tells whose pie, it's their pie. Blueberry tells what kind of pie, that's why it's an adjective. Now, if you were to say the blueberry is rotten, right, only one blueberry, then yeah, it's definitely a noun. But if it's helping describe a noun, then it's an adjective. And then A tells what kind of dessert. A, dessert, one of many. And then great is describing what kind of dessert. So that is an adjective. I forgot to put that finish as a verb. All right. All right, that's it for now. And I hope this little review helps you to do your assignments and all. Have a good day. See you guys.